Hello again everyone, it is your resident tech and gaming guy Dave here on the Empire, and it is time for us to dive headfirst into what has to be one of the biggest gaming events of the last 4 years. From Kojima Productions and reviewed on the PS4 Pro, we are proud to present our review of Death Stranding. Now, before we get stuck in, I'm going to go ahead and say that I have endeavoured to make this game as spoiler-free as possible, and I will not discuss the evolution of the main storyline in this game beyond the setting, but some of the footage captured from this game and used to showcase gameplay features may be considered slightly spoilery, including title credits and not previously released footage from the prologue episode, so please be warned of that. Also, we do take some footage from episodes 1, 2 and 3 of this game. However, nothing beyond that. Now, I've had a bit of a hit and miss relationship with Hideo Kojima's games. I have to confess that I've not really played any of them prior to the seminal release of Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1, but that was enough to hook me way back when. MGS2 was a bit lukewarm, and more than anything I was left confused. 3 was awesome, 4 was a bit more confusing, and 5 was great, but I'd kinda lost my way on the series a bit by then. So, I'm gonna level with you from the get-go here. I'm not really sure where to begin this review. But there is so much to talk about here. And I have to be super careful because I don't want to risk ruining it for you. If you're watching or listening to this review and you're not sure whether it's worth picking up, I'll try and keep it high level. This game is best played when you don't quite have it all figured out. At least, in my experience, and sort of 40 odd hours in, that's one thing I've really appreciated about this game. But I can say this much. You have to play this game. It is spectacular. Now, I guess a good place to start is with you. You play as Sam. Sam is a porter. His life is that of a courier, moving objects between the fragmented cities of America, following a cataclysmic event which has fractured society and caused populations to take refuge behind walls and in bunkers. Porters make sure that stuff gets places. Literally all of the things, from information up to essential medical supplies. If it can be built and put in a box, it's given to a porter. Sam is a porter. And in the world of fragmented cities and porters, moving between places is its own challenge. Whether you're going between them on foot or you manage to locate one of the vehicle types in the game, there is a desolation and beauty about the world. A lack of wildlife, the fury of nature, and the threat of the unknown sit about you at every turn. It's gripping in a way that few games can claim to be, regardless of the mission that you're running at any given moment. This game has incredibly tight mechanics, and it has a lot of the DNA of action games and previous Kojima titles in there. But there's so much more to it than that. Each mechanic in this game, from stealth to combat to inventory and mission management, is an ingredient. And the way that they have been put together, with skill and craft and time, is what makes the difference between food and fine dining. And like fine dining, not all of the elements are going to be to your taste, but they do come together in a way that somehow surpasses all of their individual capabilities. It reminds me a lot of how I felt when I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I recognized the elements, but their crafting and coming together, combined with the story and narrative that was being told, was what made that and this game special. Even though the elements are familiar here too, when you play this, it still feels unique and incredibly special because of it. Now, you know, I enjoy playing Hideo Kojima's games. I don't always understand them, but they've always been able to make me want to try to understand them. Now, Death Stranding is a perfect example of this. It consists of a beautiful, wonderfully feature-rich and complete game, which is the foundation of and canvas upon which a deeply intense and engaging story is crafted. I cannot say that I fully understand the journey of Sam the Porter during my time with this game, but I will say that I have been gripped so completely by it that I am determined to cover any gaps in my knowledge of this world. This game is bloody remarkable and an absolute masterpiece. I know this isn't Kojima's first rodeo, but for an initial studio release, it truly sets the bar on what we should expect as consumers, and it sets it incredibly high. This is a 10 out of 10 from me, and one of the truly great games of this generation. Thanks very much for listening. This has been Dave. Now, if this is your first time on the Empire, do feel free to hang around and check out some other video reviews. We do cars, we do video games, we do technology and other stuff, food, etc, etc. Do feel free to give us a like, comment, favorite, subscribe, do all the good things, turn on the alerts, and make sure that you hang around for more of what the Empire has to offer. If this is, however, your last video here on the Empire with us for today, then thank you very much, and I have been your resident tech and gaming guy, Dave. And I will see you